Hey everybody, this is Jenny coming from Vive Mas Tours, and I wanted to talk to you about sloth fever. And should you be worried about sloth fever? So that's a big new thing in the news recently, and wanted to just help you feel like you're educated, you know what the answers are, and can make good choices. So the short answer is no. Should you be worried? No. The long answer is no, you shouldn't be worried, and protect yourself from mosquitoes. Okay, so first, a little bit about me. If you don't know me, I started Vive Mas Tours 9 years ago in 2015 after the first trip that I took to Cuba with a local people to people sister city program. And it just blew my mind how Cuba is so different from other places in Latin America. So back in my 20s, I lived abroad in Nicaragua and Costa Rica. I got my degree in Spanish. And it's good advice to avoid mosquito bites anywhere you travel. And so that's what takes us to the conversation about sloth fever tonight. So I'm a good person to contact when you have questions about, you need to talk to an experienced traveler in Latin America, especially Cuba or Colombia. Um, some things to know about sloth fever is that it's endemic to Latin America and it's been around since 1955. So it's not new. And then the reason it's in the news right now is because they have identified over 20 travelers coming into the US from Cuba that had sloth fever. When you dig into the news pretty deep, you see that Cuba, Brazil, there's a few other countries where they are seeing sloth fever, but I think a big reason is because they are just starting to measure for sloth fever rather than saying, I don't know, you have flu-like symptoms, maybe it's dengue, go home and get better. So that's the reality. The next thing to know is that 40% of people show no symptoms. So even if you get the virus, you may never have any reaction to it at all. And those who do have fever-like symptoms, like I mentioned. So body aches or flu-like symptoms, body aches, fevers, things like that. The people who are most at risk are women who are pregnant. It's only spread through mosquito bites. It's called sloth fever because it comes from, originally they trace it back to midges and mosquitoes that bite sloths and other tropical jungle animals. Personally, I live in Colorado. I'm more afraid of West Nile virus. So this is our wake up call, whether you're in Colorado, in Minnesota, in Florida, on your way to Cuba, this is our wake up call. Prevent mosquito-borne illnesses. So I've got some tips for you. The first one is wear long sleeves and pants. Now, I'm not wearing long sleeves today, but I'm inside. But when you're outside in the cool of the evening, in the cool of the morning, in watery places, I know even in my garden in the middle of the day, I'm going to see mosquitoes. Cover your skin and they won't be able to get you as easily. Ironically, mosquitoes are attracted to dark colors. So wearing black, blue, red will kind of draw them to you. So stick with really light colors when you are dressing for the outdoors. And then wear the right repellent. Over a decade ago, I went on a camping trip and I was using DEET every day. And it melted the toenail polish off my toes and it can melt plastic. And I thought, oh, what is this doing to my body? So I don't use that anymore. I jumped onto the EPA website. So Google this, EPA insect repellent. And they have measured, so US government has done standardized testing to show what are the most effective insect repellents. And I'm sorry if you're an Avon Skin So Soft fan, they kind of give it the lowest rating. That maybe you get an hour of protection from that. What I really like is Picardine, which has an 8 to 12 hour rating, whether you're buying the spray or the lotion. And so this is the brand that I buy, if you can see it. It is called, it's from Sawyer. I bought it on Amazon. And you can go to our website, vivemostours.com, and under the FAQ section, go to travel tools, and you'll see I list kind of, my favorite luggage supplies and mosquito spray for travel in Latin America. I always say if it's not snowing, there could be a mosquito. So that's kind of how you gauge whether you need mosquito repellent or not. Okay, another thing you can do is use permethrin on your clothing. Permethrin, it's a big word. But if you go to the hunting section or camping section at Walmart or other, Jack's, other outdoor goods stores, they will have this permethrin, starts with a P, that you spray on your clothes, and it lasts through a couple washings, and it's a mosquito repellent. So that's if you're going out into the jungle at night in July or August in a place like Cuba, use permethrin on your clothes, which is what I did 5 years ago. If you were on that herping tour, you remember we went out every night, and we went when the rainy season was starting. So the snakes were most active and the mosquitoes were most active because the snakes were eating mosquitoes. So do that. So if another easy tip to avoid mosquito bites is avoid travel to wet areas in August, September, and early October. And then circling back, West Nile virus. I live in Boulder County, Colorado, and we've already had our first cases of West Nile reported. And so I'm really being conscientious of it, even here at home. When I go out early in the morning bird watching, especially when I know we're going to places where there's lakes and ponds, I'm wearing pants. And I've got long sleeves with me, probably on me until it's too hot and not baggy. And then I have my permethrin, Picardin, Picaridin. I have my Picaridin bug spray on too. So I don't want to get West Nile here, and it doesn't only happen at 6 o'clock in the evening when you get bit. So the same goes for sloth fever. Take smart precautions. You're not going to get it, and if you get it, might be laid up a couple days and then moving on fine. So don't let it stop you from living your life to the fullest. I would love to hear what your best advice is for avoiding mosquito bites. So shoot me an email, respond to this video. I'd love to hear what they are, and have a great day. Bye.